As our hormones change in perimenopause, we go from this very estrogen dominant cycle, which we've lived from puberty to perimenopause. And even though we may not want to have children, or we decide not to have children, or we can't have children for some reason, our hormonal cycle is geared for all those years towards the potential of having children, which means that our hormonal cycle that affects us physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually guides us unconsciously towards the things in our life that are very personal. Our homes, our nesting, our relationships, our jobs, our families, our holidays, our desires. It's all very personal. My life. What is it? What is this life for me? And then there's this change at perimenopause as the hormones start to change. And as we go towards menopause and our sovereign years, we are being subtly guided by these hormonal changes towards a more expansive, collective psychic awareness. This is the key to the wiser older woman. She is aware of more of the psyche, which means not just the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual journey of herself, but this next layer of the psyche, which is called the collective unconscious. She is more aware of the archetypes coming through her. She is more aware of how each one of us affects the whole. She is more aware of the patterns coming through her, not just from her own life, not just from her own childhood, her own adolescence, her own relationships, her own adult life, but from those women who went before her. She becomes aware that the patterns that she's working through, the negative self-beliefs that she's carried that have held her back, the emotional patterns that she sees repeating themselves and that she really wants to heal, she becomes aware that these didn't start with her. And we all have our own motherline story, and it's all unique to us. But there is one very big similarity to all our motherline stories, and that is, in the Western world, the women whose shoulders we're standing on all in some way had to banish parts of themselves, reject parts of themselves, bury parts of themselves in order to survive in the patriarchal societies in which they lived. This and these patterns that came from that are what are coming up for us to heal in menopause